Question number one. We're in Africa, sitting around a fire. You decide to tell a story. Tell me that story. Well, this year, it was the morning after prom, so I was a little grouchy, a little tired, and got up pretty early, around 6 or 7, to help my parents, and we were trimming with a weed whacker, and my mom stopped me, and she said, "I need to tell you something," and she told me that one of my best friends and a close teammate of mine, his name's Brandon Bruning, was in a horrible car accident, and they didn't know if he was going to live or not, and it just hit me. I just stopped right there, just sat down, because Brandon means so much to me, and like 2 weeks before, he was on the same course as me, and we won a state championship, and we were just on cloud 9, and it's amazing how we can be on that high of a note, and then something like that just takes it away, and you're just starting over. And from that experience, what I learned is that life's too short, and you just got to be careful with everything you do. And not having him is going to be, on the basketball court, is going to be huge. I'm going to have to do so much more as a leader, because he was a loud kid, loud, obnoxious kid. He was always getting us going. He had a ton of energy, which hopefully he can walk again someday. I'm glad he's alive, but he's getting better and better, and that's what I'm most glad to hear. But it's a huge loss, and I know I'm going to have to take some of the responsibility that he left on the team, and I'm going to do the best I can, which it won't be the same as Brandon, but I'll do the best I can. Question number 2. Describe a moment when you noticed some injustice and you didn't stand up to it. Well, our religion teacher, Father Zimmer, he has a strict schedule where he's at school 4 out of the 5 days of the week, and the one day he gets off to tend to himself or spend it in prayer. And he always leaves us a worksheet, and the sub has to give us the worksheet. Well, the sub didn't show up to school that one day, and all the kids in my class were just saying, "Don't tell the office, just be quiet. We want to sit here and do nothing all day." And I could have and should have went and told the office that we didn't have a sub, but I didn't, and it turns out we ended up getting in trouble, and we ended up doing 3 or 4 worksheets and had to type a paper because of the injustice. Number 3, think about the culture. What culture you identify with most, and describe what you feel is special about the culture. Well, living in Wahoo, it's a very small town type of culture, which I think is very special, because you could just be walking down the street and you know basically everyone there. You're friends with everyone. I mean, even if you have a crosstown rival like we do, we don't get along on the court, on the field, no. But after, we're fine, we're cool, we're friends. Like, that's just different, because if you lived in a bigger state or a bigger city like Chicago or New York, you don't know a lot of people. You could be walking down the street and it's a stranger. You don't know what their life is about. When you're Wahoo, you know that's your friend. You know everything about them. So I think that's special about living in a culture like what we have here in Wahoo, Nebraska. Number 4, what parts of the experience are you or your loved ones most nervous about? Well, I always get a little nervous on the plane, because even if everything